Welcome back to update 4.11. This is our actually second video on this update because I never tested a couple things I wanted to and on the last one. And so a lot of you guys actually said to me in the comments with the last video that on the lighting, how well it handles slowing down and accelerating. It's not as aggressive. Like, I forget who said it. One of you guys cracked me up. He said that it was kind of like, like a 7-year-old driving the car, just on the brakes hard, on the gas hard, like really aggressive. I want to see if this actually is different now. So we're driving here through a town called Auburn, heading to a meeting. And, just kind of threw my GoPro up here. And so I want to see how this does this. So we've got a light right here. We're doing a really great tracking that car in front of us there. We weren't creeping on them too much. We were keeping a nice distance, and it wasn't accelerating, decelerating much. I do have to admit, though, I haven't really, I did notice it was aggressive before, but I'm kind of an aggressive driver anyway, so it didn't bother me a ton. But what I'm going to be looking for right now is how, like I said, how slow we get up to this car in front of us, and then how fast the car starts going again when it's time to go. Because I will say, I have made multiple comments about that it takes a while to start braking. It gets really close and it just brakes really hard rather than seeing the car, because it easily can see that car. It sees, like, I think 120 meters or something like that. Forget the number now. So it easily can tell the speed of the car in front of me. So we could be slowing down a lot sooner. So coming through here at this light, let's see how well this comes down. I mean, this seems pretty calm. That's fine. There was nothing about that was jerky or felt like someone kind of hit the brakes at the last minute. And now here we go again. Let's see how this accelerates. So we're going to be moving forward here. So yeah, there's nothing about that made me feel like that was jerky. The cars went ahead probably 20, 30 feet before my car started going, which I don't really know how I feel about that. It's probably fine. Let's try this at night and just see how we like that. So next time you see me, it'll be dark out. We'll come back there. So we're back here at night, and man, my dash looks so cool with all these screens going on here. It's beautiful, but we're gonna see how well it slows down here. Now, see that? That was fine how it slowed down there at this light, but that was still a little bit more aggressive. Now, because I have the full self-drive package, we're gonna see this now actually happening where it's gonna go automatically as that light turned green again like it just did there. All I gotta do is keep my hand here on the wheel, a little bit of torque on the wheel there, and it's gonna have no problem going forward. The thing I love about Tesla is it's just beautiful. The lights, all the stuff on the screen, the bumpers, everything, it just looks so, it just pops, man. It pops. How many of you guys have you heard about the full self-drive beta maybe coming by end of second quarter? Elon has tweeted that second quarter sounds good in that tweet he did recently when he was being interviewed. And that means that a lot more of us actually have that soon, which is pretty awesome to be able to bring that into the masses. For goodness sake, so many of us have paid for it. Let's get that. I figured now that we're at it, let's do a merge test. So we're merging onto the freeway right now. I want to see if it turns the blinker on. It's not going to turn the blinker on. And I want to see if we have any brake test situations going on here. I haven't been doing brake tests on this update. I haven't anyway. And I want to see if it does it this time. So let's do a couple things there. So I'm going to put in a destination. So I need everyone to close your eyes. Don't look at my house address. Okay, I didn't trust any of you guys, so I blurted that out. But we're now going, and we're in full self-drive mode. I do have the beta program, not the beta we all hear about, but I paid for the full self-drive, package. And this is blue, so that means we are in full self-drive. The steering wheel is on, autopilot is on, everything is engaged. Speed is set at 65 miles per hour, and here we go for our first change. Well, look at this here. The car wants to go. It sees this car, but it cannot go because it sees it there. You know what? This looks really good at night. Look at how, I've never really paid attention to this at night. This looks awesome. I mean, guys, comment down below if you think that the screen pops at night and it looks pretty awesome. And you're allowed to be as nerdy and weird about this as I am, okay? It's okay to do that. You spent the money on the car, so you're allowed to do it. You know what? And it's perfectly fine to walk into your garage at night for a drink and stop by your car and just ask your car how it's doing. By the way, totally natural, so if you're doing that already, don't feel bad, you're not alone. So I want to see if there's any brake checking. I want to see how long it keeps me in the fast lane. I want to see if we notice any changes on that front there. I am going to do something though. I want to switch autopilot into Mad Max mode for lane changes. I feel like lately in the last 10 episodes or so, the average has just been keeping me in the slow lane like way too long as I'm not reaching my max speed. and you can see where my max speed is right there on my screen. It needs to be getting over quicker for my personal style. This is certainly not something that you guys should do. Oh my goodness, I just noticed something. On my new screen over here that I got up, there's a little autopilot symbol that pops up on it when I'm actually in autopilot. That's cool, I didn't know it did that. Let me just test that real quick. I'm gonna actually flick this up to terminate it. Oh yeah, sure enough. Then I double tap down, goes into autopilot, and the little blue steering wheel reappears. Cool. I didn't know it did that. That's another thing for me to nerd out about. So, this is where it can get kind of awkward. I got a guy right behind me here. He's trying to see how close to getting in my trunk he can get in without actually being in my trunk. And my cameras are so dirty because I don't follow my own advice and wipe them before I get in the car. But I'd like to get out of the fast lane because this guy's tailing me. But the car doesn't care about the guy behind me. It's not worrying about the guy on my bumper. It's not even really showing him here. You can see him back there. Now it is, though. Now it's saying it does want to change lanes. So it is finally doing it. But it's because the range in front of me doesn't show a car. But you watch, though. This is an interesting situation because we've got a car merging right here. And the car wants to get over. And the car sees it. What's it going to actually do? It's going to go for it. Okay. So we cut in front of that guy about 3-4 car lengths. And we're able to pass him, and also merge with this guy. That was a really intelligent pass there. Wow, that camera is so dirty. I'm going to turn that off because I'm embarrassed. I want you guys to know how bad I am at taking care of my car. I'm just kidding, Nico. I love you, and I pet you and stuff. That was actually a very nice, little merge, little lane change, all that. And I was really happy how that all went down there. So we're going to get over again. This is what okay, you know why it's doing this? I'm going to actually cancel that. So you can tap that to cancel. And the reason why I'm canceling it is because I don't want to get off at this exit that it's taking me to. I want to get off at a different exit. So I'm going to cancel my navigate and autopilot by just tapping that button. It's going to keep me in the right-hand lane here, and I'll take this next exit. That's a weird thing. Sometimes you got on map programs and you can select different routes you want to take. You can't do that yet on the Tesla navigation. You only get the route it sends you. You don't get to pick one or the other route, which I hope that comes to navigation soon, because that's something that pretty much every other mapping program does. I can do that up here on my new CarPlay up here with Waze or whatever other program I want to use up here on the new screen, but the Tesla one doesn't do that yet. Okay, so now that I'm back off the exit, I'm going to put it into autopilot by pressing down twice on the right gear stalk. I'm now on autopilot. And there's a light there, and I got to tap the accelerator to acknowledge to go through. I could have also pulled down like that. That would have also done it. Here's where we are. See, stopping for light in 500 feet. Because we're not tracking the car in front of us, the car is going to slow down. So I'm going to take this gear stalk, press down, and now it's going to go through this light here. If it turned red, it would stop again. Okay, it doesn't matter that I told it to go through. It's still going to wait right there. And so when we get closer to this car in front of us, we'll start tracking it. And then because I do have the full self-drive, it will go through this light if this car goes through the light, assuming the light is green. So that'll change a little bit there. Is this guy going to get his McDonald's? Getting your McDonald's? Going to get a little McFlurry? Nope. Okay. We're going to go past. So we're going to follow this car through the light, and we're going to see what happens up here on this big merge. And I'll tell you right now, on this merge coming up, people get really pissed off. The lanes go side by side, and then they turn into one lane up here. And the people on this left lane up here, they speed up so you can't get over. Let's see how autopilot handles this. Chances are I'm going to get a horn, a finger. So we're going to pass this guy. Okay, let's see when the car starts to realize that it's going to be a merge up here. So far it doesn't know. We see some line arrows. It's on the screen here. When's it going to get over? It sees the line there. There it goes. It did it. That's a good boy, Nico. All right. I know I'm weird. Don't do what I do. Actually, go ahead. It's fine. Okay, so now we got a few more lights coming up here. I'll be honest with you guys. I've been really watching how it's driving through all these lights and stops and stuff. And whoever it was that told me, I can't remember your name, whoever that was, I think you were right. I think you called that. I do think it actually does handle city lights, the acceleration, and all that differently. I think it's a lot more gentle. It's kind of like, maybe you're driving like a 15-year-old now instead of like a 7-year-old. Like right here, why are we stopping? What? Look at this. What was that? I told it to go through that light like 4 times. It wouldn't. It was stopping for that light. And that line wasn't even green or red. It was green. Okay, all my fellow backseat drivers out there, okay, watching this video right now. What just happened? Did I miss something there? I've driven this road 1,000 times. That's the way I go all the time. Why did it just stop right there? It didn't even say anything about a light. See, right here, I've acknowledged the light, but it's still going to stop because it's yellow and now red. See, that's how cool this autopilot system is. It reads the light and it knows to stop. But anyway, I think we proved the point of this autopilot update, that it does do better in city driving. I want all you guys who have the 4.11 update to comment down below and let me know if you guys did notice it is better in the inner city driving for streetlights, and that aggression, both stopping and accelerating after you stop because of another car stopping or because of a light. Let me know what you think. Is it different? Okay, I appreciate that. And then also, if you haven't joined yet, join our Facebook group. It's blowing up. We got like 200 new members in the last 2 days. It's pretty awesome. Love the conversation. If you're negative, your butt gets kicked off, but we don't have any of that there. Just real genuine, people wanting to chat about Teslas and talk questions and all that stuff. So check us out, join us on there, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget that the update for this screen is coming out on Friday, tomorrow. So you guys will see that here shortly.